Today I'm preparing to speed match my diesel locomotives, and I'm doing it right now. Hi, I'm Roy Smith. Most of my diesel locomotives have been sitting on the shelves unused for a long time. Now I'm ready to start using them again. I want to be able to run as many as 6 trains on my layout. Not all at once, of course, but rather one after the other. Think of it like this. When you're out rail fanning, you don't normally see all of the trains running by at the same time. No, you normally see them running by one after the other in succession. Now, I normally head up each of my trains with 2 diesel locomotives. But before I can run them together as multiple units, I need to consist them. And before I can consist them, I need to speed match them. And before I can speed match them, I need to prepare them for speed matching. The whole purpose of doing all of this is to make them run better together in consists. I don't want any of them trying to run faster than the others. So today I'm preparing my diesel locomotives for speed matching. And in next week's layout update, I will actually speed match them, consist them, and run them at the head of trains on my layout. Along with speed matching my locomotives, I'm also continuing to install the rest of those NCE switch cats in the staging yard. I showed you how I am doing this on Saturday, August 24th. You'll recall that I needed to order more switch cats to complete this task. Well, they arrived in the mail this week, and when I finish installing them, I will show you how my staging yard functions. Speed matching has always been one of my least favorite tasks. It takes a lot of time, and locomotives often don't run well together even after you spend a lot of time trying to speed match them. But this time I think it will be easier because I have more experience at it, and because I'm going to try a new method, as you will see in next week's episode. But for now, let's just get my diesels ready to speed match. Over here you can see the diesels I want to speed match on the top 3 shelves. Altogether, I will be speed matching 10 of them. All of them are Catos, because I prefer to run diesels from the same manufacturer together in consists. But even diesels from the same manufacturer have to be speed matched. They seldom run well together right out of the box, even when they come from the same manufacturer. There will be 2 diesels in each consist, and I've already paired them here on the shelves, as you can see. Also, I prefer to run diesels having the same type of decoder installed in them together in consists. For what it's worth, 5 of the diesels have Digitrax decoders and 5 of them have TCS decoders. None of these 10 diesels is sound equipped. Down here on the lower shelves, there are other locomotives that I won't be speed matching, at least not right now. Maybe later on, but not now, either because they are not Catos, or because they don't have decoders installed in them yet, or they don't run well, or they need maintenance. For example, number 5542 has a broken rear coupler. As for 5353, it is sound equipped. On the layout itself, I have 4 locomotives which will not be speed matched: an Amtrak locomotive, a steam locomotive, a turbine, and 1943. So back here on the shelves, I have 10 diesels to speed match, as I said, and that's enough right now for 5 of the 6 trains that I want to run on my layout, with 2 of them heading up each train. You may be asking, why don't I use 3 or more of them together at the head of my trains? Well, simply because that many diesels at the head of trains doesn't look right on my small layout. So, except for photographic stunts, I will continue to head up my trains with only 2 diesels. Now, all 10 of them have been sitting here on the shelves for a pretty long time, as I said. So the first thing I have to do is take them down one at a time, clean each one as I do this, and then put them on the layout one at a time to make sure that each one runs well by itself before speed matching and consisting any of them. Let's start with number 5530. First, I dust it off. Then I fire it up. But as you can see, it's not moving. Nothing's happening. I can't even turn on the headlight. Why won't it move? What's wrong? Let me guess. All of my diesels have been running consists before. And even though I have cleared the consists, my guess is that I have to set CV19 to 0. CV19 is where the consist address is stored, so I need to make sure that any previous consist address is cleared out by setting this CV to 0 on my power cab. To do this, I first hit the program button, then enter, then I hit number 2 for CVs, enter. It's asking which CV I want to change. I enter 19. Then I hit 0, which removes any consist addresses which may have previously been stored in CV19. Finally, I hit the program button to escape from the programming mode. Look at that. It's running, and all I needed to do was set CV19 to 0. All right, I'll do the rest of the diesels off camera now, and when I come back, I will share the results with you. Okay, I took them all down and tried to run them one at a time. In every single case, I had to reset CV19 to 0 because all of them had been run previously in consists, and a previous consist address was still in all of them. But one of them, number 5791, wouldn't run at all, even after setting CV19 to 0. For this locomotive, I had to do a factory reset, and to do a factory reset, I had to choose CV8 and set it to 8. Then I had to reprogram the road number for 5791 down here on my program track. And as you can see, it's running just fine now. There are a couple of other things that I will need to do before I can actually begin to speed match my diesels next week. For one thing, I will need to make sure that the momentum in each diesel is set to 0 before trying to speed match them. I can do this by setting CV3 acceleration and CV4 deceleration both to 0. I can do that on my throttle, or I can do it in JMRI, which I will be using to do the speed matching next week. Of course, I need to clean the wheels on each diesel, and I need to make sure that the track where I will be doing the speed matching is perfectly clean as well. So there you have it. All 10 of the diesels have been prepared for speed matching. I will show you how I speed match them and then run them in consists in next Saturday's layout update. I hope you will join me next Saturday. In the meantime, I hope you will also join me on Tuesday night for my weekly show, Dispatch, in which I get to interact with you. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done it yet and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, happy railroading. I am Roy Smith, and I will see you again very soon.